What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. So again, Dr. Umar Johnson stopped by this particular podcast called In Retrospect Podcast. And of course, he made some good points and some bad points toward the end. And of course, he was making a case about how a lot of black women are not serious. They don't want to deal with these black men. And he even admits himself, black women were not even attracted to him. This is very important. Black women were not even attracted to him. Okay. However, he then goes on to a tangent after blaming, sisters for not being responsible, picking the wrong man, not dealing with the right guy, all of those things. He then blames professional black men for moving away from the black community and not helping these young men develop. Now I'm going to play that particular clip right now, and then I'm going to come back.
I'm going to tell you this right now. More than the single black mother, I'm blaming the professional black man. I want to be very clear about this. More than the single mother. There's nothing a single mother can do wrong in that house, raising the sons or the daughters, where I'm going to fault her more than a professional black man for abandoning the black community. If you notice, most black men of means, I don't care if you got a barbershop, I don't care if you got a restaurant, a car detail spot, lawyer, doctor, engineer, educator, principal, they do not live in the black community. They have moved out. They have abandoned black boys. Even if his father is not in the home, that should not be an automatic introduction to the school to prison pipeline. Even if the father is not in the home, that should not automatically follow that he has to end up a gangbanger. The problem is we don't have enough men who stay in the black community to serve as role models to the young brothers who are still there. I don't blame the rappers. I don't blame the basketball players. I don't blame the football players. I blame professional black men who have abandoned the black community for a life in the suburb, even if he has a black wife. Even if he has a black wife, you're still in the suburb, far out of reach of the black boys who need you. And I don't think enough responsibility has been laid at the feet of black men for abandoning our women, our daughters, and our sons in the black community for a much more comfortable life in a white neighborhood.
So now I want to deal with this. Again, if you go watch the earlier video, I won't play it here. You will be able to see him telling sisters that you're not serious. You're dealing with a lot of these black men that don't care about you. You're passing up on good black men. You're passing up on eligible black men. Then let's come back and deal with the black men who, like himself, were not sought after. The black women did not want you. And you as a black man, you have moved away with your resources, even if you have a black woman, so that you don't have to deal with these other people who might rob you. That's what we're dealing with right now, right? And I get what Dr. Umar is saying. I am a pro-black. But see, here's what we're talking about. If these women are making the bad decisions, are these black men are still supposed to be there in servitude to the community who is not serving them? You see, that's the issue here. And see, I believe that the Pan-African and the pro-black space is a free market, like anything else. And I'm using that terminology because it's similar to a free market, but not the same thing. If the black women are going to pass up these guys for these exciting Pookies and Ray Rays, those black men don't owe those women anything because they don't want them. Now, would it be nice for black men to come into the community and have businesses and have ownership? Absolutely. I definitely believe that, for sure. For sure. Having ownership in your community is one thing, but to have ownership and to deal with women who already have rejected you, that's nonsense. That's foolishness. It doesn't make sense. If you want to tell them something, don't blame the black men who left and went away. Ask them why they went away. And again, I understand having ownership in your community. I preach that on my channel. I believe you can change your people doing that, but not everybody is thinking like me. A lot of times, black men don't want to stay into the black community and take care or mentor those women that have kids by other men. Why don't those women pick the right guys in the first place? Then we're not having that issue. But now we don't want to talk about that because we will never ask black women to stick around and raise the kids these black men have by other women. Will they? No, they won't do that. You will never ask them that. But you want to blame the intelligent black men who have left, who don't want to be the targets of robberies, who don't want to be the target of foolishness. And then you want to blame these guys. Although you've already explained earlier in the same podcast what the issue is. You said that the issue is that black women in their 20s and 30s they play around too much. They're not looking for a man that's serious. These guys go and find a woman that's serious, whether it's black or not black. And then they don't live around those people anymore because they want to be like people around themselves. So the black men are not going to be in servitude to a community that they feel that they're not being appreciated. This is what we got to change. If we want builders in our community, we need to appreciate people for their talent. Nobody owes you anything because you are black. We got to get out of that. It's great if they do it. And of course, I believe that. I believe that you're supposed to give back to your people. But not everybody's going to be a hardcore pro-black like me and Dr. Umar. Most people are looking for, what have you done for me lately? Ain't that how women are? Because women act like that. Women are, what have you done for me lately? Right? That's women. So why is it that black men can't look at it the same way? A lot of people have a problem when black men look at value for money or look at value for time. See, black men are not supposed to ask black women for the same value that black women want from black men. See, they're not supposed to do that. That's the issue. Black men are not supposed to get value. They're not supposed to ask for the worth. Although women can demand it, you want these guys be competitive. We live in a world where nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you anything because you're black. Nobody owes you anything because you're a woman or because you're a man. You have to compete for what you want. And if you don't want something, just say it. But don't expect black men are going to bring their talents over there to where you're at because they don't want to put up with what them being passed over. Again, it's dumb. It's dumb for us to even talk like this. Although we do. So many times we're talking stupid. We're talking very stupid. We're talking dumb. And we're not being serious. Black people, we need to be serious. So, and the consequence of not being serious is people have the right not to want to deal with you. Oh, you're not serious? All right, I'm out. You're not serious? I'm out. Facts. Okay? You're not serious? I'm out. It is what it is. If you don't like it, it's your problem. You either give value or you get looked over. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. I'm out.